how's it going? It's Friday night, and my daughter is out with with her friend's granny. So they're having a little outing tonight, and they haven't seen each other since the summertime. So they're having a great time because Granny is lots of fun. And tonight I am getting my brain going on this new soap that I'm going to be doing. My new soap is going to be a whipped soap, and whipped soap is also called meringue soap. Now this soap is much different than the usual cold process soap that I make because I'm going to be whipping this soap, and that's what's going to make this real exciting. When we whip the soap, what's going to happen is that soap is going to double in size, and it's going to go from a nice custard yellow color, light yellow color, like usually what we have when we make cold process soap. It's going to turn into a white soap that looks fluffy and marshmallowy and meringue and cupcake frosting, whatever you can imagine. It is a gorgeous looking soap. I can't wait to make it. What a great texture, a new texture to work with. So I'm hoping to pipe some meringues, and some of those meringues I'm going to be putting onto some bath bombs. I'll show you the bath bombs now for a minute, and because I have posted them on Facebook on Spada. So let's turn around and show you these bath bombs that I made. I made these really nice ones. They're called I think it's Birthday Wishes Bath Bomb. I'm not sure what I called it. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I've got some nice colorful sprinkles through them, and they just smell sensational. They smell just like birthday cake. Now, what I had done is I had whipped up some melt and pour soap with a little bit of hand soap. It was a recipe I got on YouTube, and it didn't work out for me. So I decided that I was going to try something else, try something new. So the whipped soap was the best thing I thought I could come up with. So I'm going to try piping it on the bath bombs and see how it does. This whipped soap is supposed to be a better stick if you're putting it on a bath bomb. So I'm hoping it works really well for me, and I'm going to be making it using my hand mixer. Now, I've been looking around, I've been on Facebook trying to see if I can find a stand mixer, because apparently when you do this soap, it takes about a half hour, 35 minutes to whip up the soap. So we'll see how it goes for me, because I've heard things online before, and when I do it, the process completely, or the outcome completely changes and is completely different. So I'm going to give it a whirl. My daughter's got a birthday party tomorrow, so I may have a look at the mixers out there, because you can get some cheap ones for around $50, and then they go up to $200, $500, $700. I mean, it's just ridiculous how expensive they can get, especially those KitchenAids if you've had a look at them out, even in Walmart. But Walmart seems to be the best price for the KitchenAid compared to other places that I've seen. So that would definitely be a big purchase that I would have to save up for quite some time if I wanted a beautiful KitchenAid. In fact, I want a pink one at that. So you can't get those colors at all stores, and I noticed Canadian Tire has it, but it's about probably $700 to get a mixer over at Canadian Tire. So I can't afford that right yet. Anyway, let's move on to the whipped soap, shall we? I'm going to show you my recipe and what is going into this. Now, when you make a whipped soap, you're going to be using 80% hard oils, and you're going to whip those first, and then you're going to add your liquid oils, and you're going to whip that as well. And what's going to happen is, first you're going to create a fluff when you mix your hard oils. It's going to get nice and meringue and fluffy looking. Then when you add your liquid oils, that fluff is going to kind of shrink a little bit. So you keep whipping and whipping until you get it back up into that meringue, fluffy, frosty consistency. And once you've got that, then you start adding your lye. So you pour in your water lye solution, and that's going to make it do the same thing again. It's going to take away that consistency, so you just keep whipping and whipping. It's just a big whip process when you're making the whipped soap, so it's going to take a little bit more time than the regular cold process. So yes, so it's 80% hard oils and then 20% soft oils. I've made my own choice. I've formulated my own recipe. That's what I'm doing this year. I do all my own recipes now. So let's turn around to my little notepad and we'll have a look at what oils I've chosen. Alrighty, so I don't know if you guys can see this. How's the glare tonight? Anyway, if you can't see, I'll just tell you. I am going to be using some avocado butter. I'm going to use castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, and as well palm oil and rice bran oil. So I've got 6 oils going into this soap. And my soft oils, of course, would be the olive oil and the rice bran oil. And my hard oils are the palm, the coconut, and the avocado. Oh yes, castor is also a soft oil, a liquid oil. So anything that turns to a solid at room temperature is referred to as a hard oil. So that's what I'm going to be doing here tonight before my daughter gets home. I'm going to measure out some of this stuff. So I've got my coconut and the olive, castor oil, and some palm oil right there. I actually am going to have to get up on a stool if you want to come along with me here. If I can find my pink spada stool. And here it is. Let's take that along here. I'm going to elevate myself right up to the top and have a peek around. Oh, here we are. It's right in front of me. I didn't even need to get my stool. So I've got some rice bran oil here. This is where I keep some of my supplies. My essential oils are up there. And there's some oils and different kinds of liquids for doing different kinds of products. So I've got a little bit of rice bran oil left there, and I'm hoping with my recipe, I'm not doing a really big recipe, so I should be okay there. So we got the rice bran oil. Now this is where, in this little cabinet here, this is where I keep my butters. Some of my butters anyway. So this is what? Avocado butter. Is that what we're using? Was it avocado that I said we were going to use? Let's see. Yes, it is avocado. So I've got a nice bit of this avocado. I haven't used a whole lot of it. Really beautiful butter, so I've got to get using that. Oils and butters do have a certain shelf life, so you have to be mindful of that when you're a soap maker. I have this gorgeous cocoa butter. Oh, you guys would love to smell this. It smells so, so good. And it has some aloe butter down here. These are all fabulous butters. Alright. So we'll just put this little heart back up there, and I need to get my scale. So over here is